Howdy folks, welcome back to Railroads Online. No, I didn't forget to turn my mic on. I was just letting the old Montezuma get up to speed there. Just letting you soak in some of the sights and sounds of Railroads Online. Let's ignore that floating rock back there. It's normal. It does sound and look pretty good. So this may be a fairly quick video today. We're taking some logs over to the sawmill. This is I think the third trip I've made. So the pond is about full, and it was working on getting the lumber full. The beams are all full. So we're getting that stocked back up, and then after we drop these logs off, we're going to pop over to the coal mine area, and I've got the Porter 2 bot. Sorry, mind wandering. I bought the Porter 2 a couple episodes ago, 3 episodes ago. I forget when I did, but it was moving the log cars. And I've moved that over to be the switcher for the coal mine, is what I'm trying to say. So we're going to pop over there and do a little bit of switching with the Porter 2. We're just running wide open here with the old Montezuma. Yeah, we're not actually up to speed yet, are we? We'll just leave her wide open. We can do about 22, I think. I was checking the in-game wiki, and it says the Montezuma top speed is 25 kilometers per hour, which is wrong. So I don't know how accurate any of the other information is. It says this is as fast as the Porter, when it's much faster. So maybe it just didn't get updated or something. A little bit of hitching. That's kind of normal. I don't know if the physics just can't keep up, or I don't know what's going on with that. It works. We're not flying off the rails, so we have that. Like I said, this is the third trip over, so all the switches should be set, except I may need to throw the one right there at the throat of the sawmill so we can go into the logs. Take a look when we get over there. But the Montezuma, of course, is just a lot faster than the Porter, making this log run. And it's a little sluggish starting out, but, you know, it gets up to speed. No big grades, so we do all right. See, there's a little bit of a hump here to get up into the sawmill area. I may redo this at some point, but it needs a little bit of elevation just because of the swamp. But I'm not entirely happy with it. It's functional. And I do need to throw the switch up there, so let's back off the regulator. I've got Railroads Online extended, of course, so I can sprint really fast. That helps out with that. And then we'll use the grade here to just help us slow down. So we kind of top out and then head back down. So yeah, I need to redo this probably at some point. There's always room for improvement, it seems like. At least when I build a railroad. There we go. So that's about right. Just kind of coast. And we'll ease to a stop up here. I don't know. Yeah, the pond's looking fairly full, so we may not even have room to drop any off. You can see the beams there are all full. I believe the lumber should be, if it's not full, it's awfully close. I think it was about 74 when I checked it. I don't hear the sawmill going, so it must be full. And we have 70-some logs in the pond. 70, I can't quite read it. 78? So, nearly full. You gonna stop? A lot of weight. Did put the brake on. Yeah, I put the brake on. It's just a little heavy. That's alright. We'll back up a little bit. We'll just push her on back. And I probably won't leave them on the Zoom here, so I'm going to park the train where it's ready to unload. Then at some point I'll be cutting the engine off. There we go. That'll work. And let's go ahead and tie down this car here. So it's ready to go. Yeah, we got 78 out of 100. That is all full. So we're looking good at the sawmill. So I'm going to pop over to the coal mine. This one? I don't remember which one I need to go to. I left the porter parked on the siding. There it is. So I'm going to do some switching, and I'll see how long the video goes. I may redo this yard here, too. Alright, we're out, so let's grab some wood here. I'm going to throw 3 sticks in. See how we do. Break off, reversers and forward. Get you opened up. And let's see, we'll go ahead and throw you, and then we want to run around those cars. So we're all set up here. So we've got a little bit of raw iron, and then we've got some lumber. So we'll grab those cars. And I want to throw this after we're done here. That way we'll be head back straight through. Can't see whether you're crouched. The crouch is like more of a prone. That's why I typically just drive from the outside. You can actually see what's going on. You need like a stoop button. And that's going to be, what, 6 car? We should be able to handle that. Oops. Throw one of you guys in. And there goes the switch. Throw you, and we'll throw you. Coming back. Everybody look out. We need to throw a Lincoln pin on here. Go ahead and take the brake off. So I'm thinking of redoing this yard so the tracks are all the same length, and then I'll just completely redo that. I'm not sure yet. The yard is working so far for what I'm doing. It was a little bit of a hard slam, but I don't think they model damage. So as long as you don't derail, you're all right. It's our motto, right? Okay, let's shove on back. Yeah, pop-off's going off, so we're full steam. Oh yeah, no trouble shoving these. No problem. Get the bird's eye view here. So we're just going to push on back, and we need to head into the back side of the ironworks over there. And I think the raw iron is full. That's why I had that extra car. Or is that rails? Oh, that's rails. So we actually need to drop those off here. Let's do that. Oh, wait. No, I did that wrong. Okay, we'll drop the rails off on the way back. I thought that was raw iron. I was looking at it from far away. Yeah, that's rails. So that goes here to the coal mine. So we'll drop that off on the way back. I'm going to switch you and switch you. Yeah, it was the rails that I filled up, and we need more beams up here. We can only take 3 more rails. So when I get some state cars free, we need to bring a big old load of beams over here. And we can pick up the empties. Yeah, flat ground, that Porter 2 is having no trouble at all handling this weight. So it looks like lumber is the first stop. So let's get back up in the engine. And how much brake force do we have? Not a lot, but she's slowing down. Okay, let's see if we can just unload as we roll by here. It'll hold 50. I think I brought over 30, so we can just unload it all. As long as we keep on rolling, we'll be all right. Gonna make it. Yeah, we're gonna have to give her a little bit of juice. There we go. What happens if you're standing on top of here and you unload? Nothing. Oh, there it goes. It does drop you back down. All right, there we go. 30 lumber dropped off. So we can pull on ahead and we'll drop off these rails at the coal mine. I'm just going to leave the car there. Actually, if I'm going to be bringing beams in, maybe we'll just leave... I'll just leave the rails in the yard. That would probably make the most sense. So I want to bring a load of beams in. I might want to just unload right there. Not have the car in the way. So we'll run ahead. Throw you back. So we just carted the rails around for no reason. It's okay. And I think I'll actually stop the train here, and I'm going to use the rest of the video just to work on this yard some. Throw the brakes on. I think I'm going to lengthen this yard, so we'll let that come down. I'm going to drop a save just in case something goes terribly wrong. And I kind of slapped this together in a hurry. Not being super happy with it, so I don't feel bad about removing it. Let's just get rid of all this. put that back to rails for now. I'm going to leave that there. We'll probably have to redo all that. I don't want to have to redo the firewood stuff there. Let's go ahead and get rid of this stuff. Rid of these tracks. And let's get rid of that tree. See, that's just a weird plant. Rid of that little tree. Then I think all the trees are out of the way. So then we'll just make a... We'll make it a different direction ladder, if that makes sense. So we're going to do a switch left. How's he doing the switches down here? Actually, all on that side. Okay. I know, it doesn't matter to most people. And then we would have switches coming back to the right. Does that work out? Let's check the geometry here. No, that doesn't match up. Doesn't match up how I thought it would. Okay. See, what I'm trying to do is have the tracks all the same length, so it'd be a ladder out this direction. But we need to hang it off of here and curve it to hook up there, I guess. I fully expected that to work, but it's not working the way it worked in my head. Yeah, see, that spacing is different too. Well, another way of doing it would be, let's put a piece of track. We can just do like 10 meters. And then you would have a right-handed switch like so, and then this would hook in like this. I might need to come further back, but not like that. No, not like that. Yeah, like that. And then you'd have more switches. Oops. Darn it. I'll get it eventually. Delete. Right-hand switch. No, I did the wrong direction. Why does my brain not want to work today? Great question. So it'd be like that, and then your tracks are, you know, somewhat the same length. Because your ladders are facing the angle the same direction, if that makes sense. That was kind of what I was wanting to do. Just can't do a switch off the first one like I wanted to. We'll come down about, you know, there-ish. I could do the whole thing like that, but... And then, yeah, that's nice and straight. So that's what I had in my head. And then we can have lots of long tracks here to do stuff. Really wish we could get rid of these bushes. Maybe someday. Alternatively, you could just do this. I don't know if there's any difference doing it that way. All right, we need one more switch. Like that. And then we have a nice long set of tracks. Beautiful. Then we need to hook into like a reverse loop and do stuff. So we would have to get rid of that. And we would have to redo all of this stuff. Or at least how we tie into here, we'd have to redo. Let's get rid of that loop. Let's do at least 10 meters so we don't have a S-curve. Then we do a right-handed switch with it on that side. Then in theory, we can just tie back into the reverse loop that's already there. And it shouldn't be terrible. Might be terrible, we'll go in this direction. That's not terrible. We just, we lost the tie-in to the siding there, so I think I will do something different. So we'll do a fixed radius. So let's come out. We'll do 16 meters. If I have to redo it, I can redo it. We'll have a switch to the right. You will tie in over here. And you will tie in over here. How awful is that? That's not awful. I think I can live with that. So we come in, we got some nice long tracks to work with. And we still have our reverse loop. What we don't have is the engine facilities. But, oh, and that looks really awful because it's such a long curve. All right, let's get rid of that. But we could just put a water tower like over there, and then we have wood and water. It's all good. All right, we're gonna have to redo you. You do too long of curves, it starts getting all janky looking. So if we come out another 10 and then we join up. How long is that? It's not too terrible. Okay, I think that'll work. So we've got 4 tracks and then the main or runaround, whatever you want to call it. I think that'll work. Actually, this here is a little sharp. Let's redo this real quick. Let's redo that. Little sharp. Please, developers, if you happen to watch this, let us get rid of the bushes that sticks through stuff. That's one of my biggest pet peeves in any kind of game, is when the grass sticks through whatever you're building. Or, you know, foliage in general. All right, let's come to about here, and then we'll do a shorter section. The tie-in about here-ish. There we go. That's a little less harsh. I like it. Okay, big long tracks to work with, so we can bring supply trains in here. I don't really have a place for the porter to live. So maybe we should have... Where could I stick a track in? I guess he could just live down here on the wood siding. He could hang out down there, be out of the way. Yeah, that might work. I don't want it in the way of when we're bringing in the supply trains. I've also got this extra runaround track down here that you could hang out on, so there's that as well. All right, Mr. Porter, on into the new yard. Hole number 5, Porter 2. Well, it's just called Porter. Is it called the... Yeah, it's just a Porter, and then just 8-ton versus a 9-ton. I think it used to be called the Porter 2, so my bad. All right, we'll bring this on to track number 2. And I'll set the rails off somewhere else, and I think that'll do it for a video. Thanks as always for hanging out, folks. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.